Hello everyone. In this video I want to show you how to avoid these gaps when you're working double crochet. Usually the starting chain turning chain for double crochet rows or rounds is chain 3. We usually chain 3 to make up to the height of the stitch, and this leaves these quite big gaps like this. Well, if you're working something lacy, that might be not noticeable, but if you want your fabric to be less loopy, this doesn't work. And sometimes just chaining 2 won't be good enough, because this will make it shorter, beginning of the row shorter, and the fabric won't stretch as much as you might want it to, and still it leaves a gap. So in these first 2 rows I chain 3 as for turning chain. That's what I get. These 2 rows I started with chainless starting double crochet. There it is. It looks just like regular double crochet, because that's what it is. There's just a trick to make it. I'll show how to do it, and you will never have to chain again for the start of the row or the round. And it leaves edges straight and without gaps. This is another one. This is the top of it. Let's learn how to do it. After you turned your work, if you're working in rows, this is where you usually chain. Instead, in this case, you will have to pull up the loop approximately at the height of a regular double crochet, or maybe even a little bit higher. This one you will have to figure out for yourself. Now you hold this loop on the top and twist your hook this way, and now you have 2 loops. Hold them, hold this tight, and right now you insert the hook while holding those loops in this first stitch, the very first stitch. Still make sure you don't let those loops go. Insert your hook as you would start a stitch, yarn over, and pull up loop. Now you have 3 loops on hook. This one is doubled. It's the one we twisted. Now, as for double crochet, you're supposed to have 3 loops. Yarn over again, pull carefully through 2 first loops, this one and this double one. Now you can let go, and you have 2 loops on hook. Yarn over and finish the second part of the stitch, and you have a starting double crochet. This will be the top of the stitch, this top V, it's a little bit loose. When you work your row back, you will have to, don't forget to put last stitch right here. Let's do it again. Here you turn your work, pull up this loop all the way to the height of regular double crochet. I made it just a little bit, even a little bit higher. It's easier to hold those loops. Twist your hook this way around, holding these two loops, the first one and this double one that we just twisted. Now holding the loops, insert the hook in this very first stitch, yarn over, pull up a loop. Now we have them 3 loops on hook. This is the one you twisted. Yarn over, pull through first 2 loops. That's for double crochet. Now you can let go. Yarn over and pull through last 2 loops, and you have the stitch that sits right here, not on the side as it would be for starting chain, so it fills this whole stitch place and looks like double crochet. Now we can keep stitching yarn over, and now you place your next stitch in next and continue working. And when you're done, it will look exactly like other double crochet. Let me get to the end of the row and I'll show you how to work into this last stitch, which was also started in double crochet, chainless started in double crochet. Now I'm at the end of the row, and now it is important not to forget to place your last stitch right here in the last stitch, as if you would in the top of starting chain. Don't forget, make sure you adjust straight and you have the same amount of stitches. So for the starting double crochet, it might be just a little bit tricky to find the top part, because this V a little bit more loose than with regular double crochet, because it's at the end and nothing is holding it right here. So it's important to find it. So that is, there it is, this V, and we're gonna be working our last stitch just like we would work in any double crochet, going under both loops, this V. It's important to go under both loops so it doesn't get all loose, and make your last stitch right here. Now we see these 3 rows we were starting with chainless starting double crochet, and we do not have these unsightly gaps, and the stitches look absolutely identical. Thank you for watching. I hope it helps.